here. I love it. But I do want to check in with the crowd before we go any further. Goofy challengers, are you out there? Let me hear you, Goofy challengers. Well, Goofy put on quite a challenge for you, and we couldn't do this without him, so we're going to bring up the host for you, and we couldn't do this without him, so we're going to bring up the host of your two race, the host of the half marathon, Donald Duck, and the host of the Goofy Challenge, Goofy himself.
Hello guys, how are we doing? Are we excited about the big race? All right, of course we are. And now, where are our Dopey challengers? All right, Dopies, let's bring him up. It's Dopey himself! Off to wish you a great race.
Oh my goodness, I gotta come over here, Dopey. Listen, you certainly put together quite a challenge for these athletes. They have their work cut out for them. Dopey challengers, are you ready for your final leg? All right, well, Dopey, you put on a challenge. Thank you so much for being here. Dopey's gonna leave because we might get a little peek of you later. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it once again for Dopey!
All right, getting closer, getting closer. And again, remember the first go you're going to hear me, our Walt Disney folks and our NDSS folks right down here.
All right, so we're going to take a look. Before we get you ready, we want to get you out of your head. We want to get you into your soul. So let's take a look at something else that's fantastic on Disney+. And it's you. You are fantastic. Coming to Disney Plus next year, the John Pelkey Show, everyone. Are you in your soul now, John?
So
good. Are you out of your head? Are you into your soul?
It's so good. It's so very good. All right, we are less than 2 minutes away from sending our chair athletes. Let's hear it for 2 minutes or less before we start our first marathon in 2 years.
Now, John, I want to give a shout out to a tiny group of people out there. There's not a lot of them, but I know one is up front. Put up both hands and yell if you are one of the few perfect Disney marathoners. I know there's some dog warriors over there. These people have been here from the beginning. It's kind of like the Dopey group. They don't want to give that up, but these are very few number of people. I know Chris Twiggs, he might be the youngest. He's out there, but thank you guys. It is hard to carve out 26.2 miles year after year. Thank you for doing it with us from the very beginning. And as we get set to go, John, it's just a pleasure to be here with you guys. Let's hear it for these guys up here. Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, the wardrobe. I mean, the iridescent, world's most magical celebration. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
All right, we are 30 seconds away from sending our Walt Disney folks down here. Walt Disney guys, are you ready? All right. Minnie, Mickey, Goofy, Donald, are you ready? All right. Take a deep breath.
We're going to count down from 3. Do you guys all have enough fingers for that? I think so, yes. Pluto was able to do it, so I think we're good on that front.
All right, that's right. As soon as I get the high sign, let's do this on a count of 3, 2, 1, go! For the first time in 2 years.
Is a professional runner from Colorado. She was the first place female runner in the 5K, the 10K, and this morning's half marathon.
It is an exciting time at the finish line of the Walt Disney World Marathon. We just watched those male and female winners end their race and cross the finish line. Our guys are on the ground. They saw it all. Christian Brewery and Joe Kepner live at the finish line. Guys, what incredible moments we were all able to witness.
It's been an awesome morning here out at Walt Disney World, just outside of Epcot here at the finish line. And we got our hands on a couple of the medals. Usually these reserved for those people that run the 26.2 miles. I think we're going to have to give them back. But
no.
Hey, there are a couple of people, though, that certainly deserved them. Some incredible stories out here this week.
So many incredible stories, and thousands of runners still out there. So many more incredible stories are going to come across that finish line. But one of the stories we've talked the most about this week is Brittany Charbonneau, runner from Denver, won the 5K, won the 10K, won the half marathon yesterday, woke up this morning and said, I'm gonna win the marathon too. First person to win every race in the Dopey Challenge. Just a remarkable accomplishment for her. Let's take one more look at the finish to that race.
Your 2020 Walt Disney World Marathon champion, Brittany Charbonneau.
And I think my favorite part out of all of that is she dressed up in costume for all of them. Cruella de Vil won the marathon today. We saw her as Bing Bong and Joy from Inside Out, and also Elsa for the 5K. I think that's what truly endeared her to everyone who was following along all weekend long.
Right, and I got a chance to talk with her right after that win, and she actually said that the race was more difficult than she expected it to be. The other competitors in that race pushing that pace, especially really early on. She didn't even realize she was in second place for most of it. Here's what she had to say after the win.
This feels like my Olympics. Like doing this at Disney is just like soul filling. It's everything, and I just had the best time on every single race the entire weekend. It was magical, honestly.
It is the most magical place on earth. That's what they call it, and soul-filling. I love that.
Right. Congratulations to her again. And it wasn't the only amazing, incredible moment we had at the finish line. We had the men's finish, too. And Vanilson Neves, as he crossed the finish line, breaking down into tears. And we heard a little bit about his story where he was in the hospital recently for 4 days, didn't know if he was going to survive, comes back and win a race that he's finished twice second place in this race. So an incredible moment for him. Let's take a look at his finish as well.
And there it is, Vanilson Neves, another Brazilian winning the Disney Marathon in the men's division. That just has become commonplace. Here's more of Vanilson's interview with Joe.
Just to be here today, to be alive, and be able to win the marathon after being at second place twice and then ended up in the hospital, it's an amazing accomplishment, and he's very proud of himself.
You can see how much it means to them by their reaction when they get to that finish line. And of course it does. They train their whole lives for moments like these. So to actually get here and get the win, 19th time a Brazilian has won this race out of 29 races. Just absolutely remarkable what they've all been able to do here at Disney.
And of course, as we've said, there are still thousands of runners making their way around the course. Our own Adam Strand and Christopher Heath are out there. We want to leave you right now with some of those shots from inside the park, inside Magic Kingdom, inside Epcot, and then Adam, he's got a camera on him right now.
When out there reporting next year, let's find out what each of them will be. Christian, Joe?
Well, I said I'd be Coco earlier. Miguel from Coco. Who are you going to be, Joe?
I guess Timon.
I like that. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll be Pumbaa then, so we can Hakuna Matata out here. We got our medals. We're feeling pretty good. No worries for us, but just an incredible morning. And let's start with the men. The male winner, Vanilson Neves.
Right. Such an incredible story for him. Finished second place twice at this event in 2017 and 2018. Finally breaks through 2 hours and 30 minutes to win this race for the first time in his career. And the 29th Disney Marathon, 19th time it's been won by a Brazilian. Absolutely incredible. And he talked a little bit about his story of going to the hospital, being sick for 4 days and having to work his way back, gain that weight back, and get back here. And after the race, spoke with him about all of that and just what this win meant.
Yeah, and I think that the other major story, of course, on the women's side, Brittany Charbonneau. She came out swept the Dopey. All 4 races she won, and she knew that today's marathon was going to be the biggest challenge.
It was, and she still ran it in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Only 3 men ran faster than her today. Absolutely remarkable that she was able to do that after already running 22 miles this week. Comes in and finishes the last 26.2 in style, and you know, she calls herself the funny runner and had that smile on her face as she crossed that finish line. Just awesome. Just I don't even know what else to say about it.
Let's hear from her right now.
I'm going to Disney World! Yeah!
I wasn't even trying for that, but that's a great answer there.
I mean, we're here. I'm going to celebrate here. I really want to meet some of the princesses, so we'll put that out there.
Yeah, usually we have to wait for Tom Brady to say that in a few weeks, but yeah, we got it from Brittany Charbonneau. She'll be enjoying her Dopey sweep, history-making wins here at Disney World by going to Disney World.
Right, about we're 3.5 hours into this race. Still lots of people finishing here. So many incredible stories. Congratulations to all of them, and hope they enjoy their medals. I know I will, and I didn't even have to run for it.
Yeah, and we're waiting for Christopher Heath, political reporter, to come across the finish line in about 15 minutes. Thanks for following along. We'll be right back.
In my report today, we're going to cover the following topics.